Today we are in Osaka Expo on the artificial island, and
I'm here at Expo 2025 in Osaka, where 160 countries have built experimental pavilions under the theme Designing Future Society for Our Lives, each presenting its own vision through architecture, innovation, and cultural identity. The Expo isn't only about architecture, it's about innovations and breakthroughs from each country and company. But because every participant builds its own pavilion, Expo have always been a unique place to see architectural experimentation and new design ideas at a global scale. Through history, Expos have left us with some of the most recognized architectural structures, like the Crystal Palace, the Eiffel Tower, or Seattle Space Needle. Most structures here are designed for disassembly, so they can either be rebuilt elsewhere or their materials reused for new projects. As an architect, after visiting and analyzing these pavilions, I want to break down what makes a pavilion successful and what we can learn about designing great architecture from these examples. Today we will look at some of the most interesting pavilions and what they can tell us about the future of architecture. Let's start with the impossible to miss, the Grand Ring.
this large structure, which is actually the biggest wooden structure in the world,
Covering 656,000 square feet, with a circumference of 2 kilometers, about 1.24 miles. Designed by Fujimoto architects, it symbolizes unity between participating countries. The main structure is made of engineered wood, glulam and CLT. Structurally, it also uses traditional Japanese nuki joints, horizontal beams slotted through vertical posts, the same technique found in historic temples and shrines. The ring skywalk takes visitors 12 meters, about 40 feet, above the ground, accessed by escalators and lifts. From here you get views over Osaka Bay and a full overview of the Expo site, which makes navigation much easier. You can clearly see where each pavilion is located and plan your route across the site. The ring also includes open park areas with natural grasses and plantings, creating green spaces through the circulation path. While it is the largest wooden structure ever built, it's designed for the full disassembly, so it can potentially be rebuilt elsewhere or the materials reused for future projects. The France Pavilion, designed by Carlo Ratti, Associates and Coldefy, is inspired by stage design and arrangement. The whole experience feels very theatrical.
the entrance to the French pavilion is very exposed and has this sculptural stair, and we are going up via the stair to the interior spaces. And
inside, the circulation weaves between levels and curved spaces, gradually revealing each installation rather than exposing everything at once. The experience uses a combination of light effects, sparkles, reflections, and carefully controlled light sites to guide visitors through the space. The exhibitions themselves are also very diverse, from a salvage sculpture from Notre Dame to a Louis Vuitton installation designed by OMA.
there is also a bag which was
Reinterpreted
by Kazuo Sejima, one of the partners of Sana Studio.
all curated under the title Pulsations, bringing together elements of art, history, fashion, and architecture.
As a part of this exhibition, there is a secret garden and a 1,000 years old olive tree which was brought from France.
As an architect, what I appreciate most was how the pavilion curates the visitor experience, combining strong vertical entry, fluid transition, sparkles, and carefully framed views to create an effective exhibition flow.
The Uzbekistan pavilion was designed by German studio Atelier Brückner, and the idea behind it was that in the past, when the Silk Road went through Uzbekistan, people who traveled there, they wanted to have some rest, and they stayed in this garden of trees where the shade was created. And this space, like this garden of trees created by the columns and have a shade by this roof structure, and in these spaces the collaboration and exchange of ideas happened, and that's why this pavilion called the Garden of Knowledge. The pavilion occupies one of the smallest triangular lot, and with these constraints I think the architect really created a great space here, and they embraced the triangle in all of the details of this pavilion.
This was one of my favorite pavilions, and here is why.
Shigeru designed this blue ocean pavilion, and one of its domes designed with the materials such as laminated bamboo and cardboard tubes, and we can see there is other furniture pieces designed with cardboard as well.
Take on the unglamorous but urgent topic of ocean pollution and the value of our oceans. It draws you in with powerful spatial storytelling. It consists of 3 domes, each built with different sustainable materials. Dome A, the entrance, focuses on circulation of water. It's made from laminated bamboo and features beautifully designed water installations. Dome B is the centerpiece, a 42-meter structure made from carbon fiber reinforced plastic. Inside is a HD LED sphere delivering an immersive visual content about marine pollution. Dome C is built from recyclable paper tubes arranged in truss structure, connected by wooden spheres, like a molecular diagram. The whole pavilion is designed for full disassembly.
Right now we are inside the Saudi Arabia pavilion, designed by Foster & Partners. The inspiration behind this pavilion was Arabian villages. So it has these nice courtyards and the massing created by the giant monoliths emerging from the ground.
At the entrance, a desert-style plaza features native Saudi plants, like palm trees and acacia. Inside, the installations are fairly standard, mostly screens and digital content, but the circulation stands out. You move through enclosed spaces and open courtyards before reaching another gallery, learning about Saudi Arabia's development plans, including Expo 2030 in Riyadh.